everybody, welcome back to Cottoverdi. My name's Annette and today I'm sowing seeds. It is a glorious sunny day outside, but it's so cold and frosty, so I'm sowing indoors. Now it is very early on the 10th of January to be sowing most seeds, but the seeds I'm sowing today should be sown right now, need to be sown right now, under the right conditions. It's the perfect time for me to sow them. I thought I'd bring you along, show you what I'm sowing and just talk you through my process. Now, one of the things I'm sowing today is Lisianthus. The other thing is some feather grass called Stipa something or other. I'll put it up on the screen. And I'm also sowing some Eryngium white glitter. If you're interested in a really detailed Lisianthus seed sowing video, I'll put a link in the description below to the one that I filmed last year, where I go into great depth about which varieties I was sowing and also how and why we sow them a particular way. Do take a look at that if you want more detail, but I will sort of go through what I'm doing today as well. I haven't sown these Eryngium or the grass before, but I've looked up loads of information about how to sow them and when I should be sowing them, and I think that I should sow them now, and I'm going to bring you along for that. I'm just going to go over what I'm using to sow my seeds. I used to sow my seeds into the big 40-cell seed trays, but I found it very difficult to give the different varieties in those seed trays the right conditions because I never want 40 of anything. I'm just a gardener, I'm not a flower farmer, so I don't need 40 of anything in particular, but I do kind of need, oh, sorry, I kicked my tripod. I do need 8 or so. So what I sow into now are these 8-cell trays, and I put them into the longer trays like this. So 4 fit into one of these long trays. So the long trays have holes on the bottom for drainage. Obviously these have holes on the bottom for drainage. And I find that this is a really good size for me. So that's what I like to use, but by all means use whatever. You could sow into, you know, the round little plant pots that we get from nurseries or square ones. Or you could sow into, you know, the plastic tomato containers, for instance, that we get from supermarkets. Anything that's got drainage, or you could make drainage in something that doesn't already have drainage just by stabbing a few holes in the bottom. As long as it's got drainage, you can sow seeds into them. The other thing I'm using is my normal, ordinary, peat-free, multi-purpose compost. And I use this compost because I like it. A lot of people use seed compost, but I don't find that that's necessary. And I don't want to keep buying loads of additional compost. I'll put a link to the compost in the description below if you're interested in what I use. And I also have on hand some vermiculite because I like to cover my seed trays with vermiculite. And I use the vermiculite primarily because it helps prevent algae growth, but also because it is something that lets light through, but it will help the compost to retain moisture. So I'm just going to fill my seed trays with the compost, tamp it down, make sure there aren't any air pockets. A lot of people will pre-moisten their compost. My compost has been out in the rain, so it's pretty wet already, so I'm not going to pre-moisten it, but I will bottom water it once I've sown my seeds, and I'll show you how I do that. Lisianthus come as pelleted seeds to make them easier to sow, and I am just going to put 1 seed into each cell. And do make sure that your hands are dry when you're doing this, otherwise the coating on the pelleted seed just disintegrates. So that can be a nightmare. So this one I'm sowing here is called Arena Champagne, and it's a lovely double flowered champagne-y pinky colour, and I grew that last year and it was beautiful. So this one here is called Corelli Light Pink, and these are fully double flowers. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're like the palest, blushy, soft colour with lovely deep burgundy centres. This next one is called Rosanne Clear Green, or Rosanne 2 Clear Green. It's a lovely pistachio greeny colour, and I think it looks wonderful combined with other things. It's really nice to have a green flower. The reason I'm putting extra when the seeds are older is because their viability decreases with age, and as you know, just as seeds get older, maybe you're less likely to get germination. So I tend to hedge my bets and put extra seeds in. This one is called Voyage to First Love, and it again is fully double with loads of ruffly petals in the softest sort of blushy pale pink colour. And again, these seeds are 2 years old, so I'm going to sow 2 into each cell. The reason I'm sowing my Lisianthus today on the 10th of January is because they take between 140 and 150 days to go from seed to flower. So they're going to take half the year. So I need to get starting with them now in order to have any flowers in the summer when I want them. And also the weather needs to be right. So I couldn't sort of start them in March and then hope that they'll flower in September or October, because that's not going to happen because it'll be too cold for them. So they need to be started now. And the only way to do that is to give them some heat. So if you give them between 20 and 25 degrees warmth, then they should germinate in 10 to 15 days. But then you've got to protect them. They need to be protected and, you know, not put outside in the garden. So I'm going to keep mine indoors. I'm going to put them on a heat mat with a clear lid over them to keep the moisture in. And I'm going to put them on the heat mat until they germinate. As soon as they've germinated, I'll take them off the heat mat, but I'm going to keep them indoors in my house where they're warm. And that's where they'll stay until they're big enough to be potted on and the risk of frost has passed outside. So I'm not going to be able to put mine outside at all until probably mid-April, May, depending on what the weather looks like this year. So if you were going to start Lisianthus now at the beginning of January, you do need to have somewhere that you could look after them indoors. Or obviously, if you've got a heated greenhouse, that's going to work wonders, but I don't have one, so mine have to live in the house. The next seed I'm sowing is called Stipa capillata lace veil. I've never grown this before, but it's got this gorgeous grey-green foliage that forms dense clumps, and then it's got these beautiful feathery seed heads in summer, and they're like a soft silvery white. It's a very upright grass, and it grows to approximately 90 centimetres, so 3 foot. And it likes really well-drained soil in full sun. It's fairly easy to sow, but it could take a long time and it might need cold stratification. So I'm starting it now. It's a hardy perennial. The ideal germination temperature is 20 degrees. So again, it's going to go on a heat mat indoors for me, and it should take between 14 and 28 days to germinate. So between 2 and 4 weeks, but it could take longer. So that's why I want to start it now in January. I'm going to give it the right conditions, hopefully, where it will germinate. If it doesn't, I'm then going to place the little seed tray into my fridge, where it's going to be like 4 degrees, and I'll leave it there for a couple of weeks and then bring it out again into the warmth, and that should stimulate germination, but I'm hoping I won't have to do that. The next seed I'm sowing is called Eryngium planum white glitter. It's going to flower the first year from seed. It's a hardy perennial that likes full sun, but it will tolerate light shade. Once these seeds are germinated, it's going to be really important for me to pot them on as soon as possible because they have a really super long taproot and they don't like being disturbed. So this plant has got beautiful silvery blue stems, and they're really strong and erect, and they've got tons and tons of flower heads at the top. I read somewhere on the internet that one person was sitting at his desk looking at one stem of silver glitter and he counted 85 seed heads on it. So I think that's extraordinary. These seed heads are small, shimmering, pin-cushiony seed heads, and they will flower in between July and September. The instructions say to sow on moist soil and cover thinly, and then place them in a plastic bag for 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge. So that's what I'm going to do. And then it says to take them out of the fridge and put them in the cold frame or a shady part of the garden, still in their plastic bag, until they germinate. And it could take between 5 and 90 days to germinate, which again is another reason why I'm sowing them now, because if they take 3 months to germinate, then I need to get cracking. They might only take 5 days to germinate, in which case, you know, again, I'll be lucky. I really hope you've enjoyed sowing seeds with me today and found it interesting and useful. And if you've got any of these seeds to sow, then you can sow them now, as long as you can offer them protection. Again, this is the 10th of January 2024, just for anybody who might be watching this in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Every time I'm recording, you decide to have a good scratch, don't you? Cosmo.